Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Rane Blackman, and you're tuned in to the Table Talk Show with my girl, Nikki G. The
Table
Voice.
Talk is now in session. Now in session. Now in session.
Listen.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice. Here you have a familiar face. Rane is back. She's back again with me. They always say, what, third time is a charm? It might be more, but they always say third time is a charm. So, welcome back to my show, Rane.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me always on your platform.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So welcome. Today you look a little you always look like really radiant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But today I don't know, is either you look really studious, way younger, like you look so different because you know what I think it is? Because when I look at your videos, it's like,
Mhm.
you know, it's mostly videos like when you're prepped already and you're
Yeah.
fancy
Yeah.
and you're doing your video thing, and then I'm looking at your podcast and so many different things that you do, you know.
Right.
So when you see someone in person,
Mm-hmm.
it's different than when
Yes.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I've met people like even people that I had on, the show and stuff. And then I go up to them and I'm like, hi. And they're like, who is this?
Who you?
And I'm like, it's me, Rane. I was like, oh my God, wow. Videos and pictures don't do you no justice. Like, I would not believe. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different when you're behind a camera.
It is. It is. It's so
Mhm.
different because it's either it makes you a little bigger, a little darker,
Mhm.
lighter. It's like so many different things that it does to you, you know?
Yeah,
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 so many
yeah.
different things. So what's going on? How has it been? How is the year? The year went by so fast.
Oh my goodness, Nikki. Let me tell you, I was just talking to somebody today and I was like, would you believe the year is almost over? Like, we're almost in December. What happened in the past 11 or so months? Like, what happened in the past 10 months? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's this year went by so fast. We just said Happy New Year, and now it's like Christmas already, you
I
know?
think this is like a every year thing. You're like, wait, the year about to be over?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it does, but maybe because I'm remembering it now and going through it
Hmm.
now.
Yeah,
And sometimes you might probably find one year easier than the other.
that's true.
And that's why it's going so quick. Things are working out. And, I've had,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then you have a lot going on, and it's like the time just going.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So since our last interview, how have you grown or evolved both personally and musically? I know I'm jumping into the question, but
That's fine.
I'm gonna do like a back and forth thing. And why
Okay.
I'm doing that is because,
Hmm.
if everybody would like to go back to the very first interview that I did with Rane, you would hear it's like we've gone through all the evolutions of the beginning. What should I say the
Yeah.
beginning?
You were there from the beginning and you're still
Yeah.
here.
Till till now. So it's
Yeah.
like it's really enlightening to see that, to see how,
Yeah.
you've evolved, the things that you're doing and so forth. So,
And I still
um,
have pictures from the beginning with
yeah.
us. Yeah.
I look at the
Um,
shows too.
you said that again?
I look at the shows too. Like
Oh,
I have copies of the shows, like it'll show up. You know how Facebook would show you
yes.
this year and time and
Hmm.
so I see
Yeah.
those pop up. Mm.
Wow. I still have the same smile, I would say.
You still have the same
The
smile?
same smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, phew, musically, I would say I think I've grown a lot. Like when I listen to like the first track, Miss Winer, right? If you can remember that one. When I listen to that and songs that I've put out from 2018 to now, you can hear the difference. You can hear the growth in the sound,
Hmm.
and in the choice of music and so on. And I really like that because when you look back at where you started to where you are now, right? It's like Oh my God, I remember when I created my Instagram account and it's like 400 followers. It's like I have all these people, liking your music, liking what you do on the like personal side, I would say. I'm getting to be a little more quiet and reserved and just observing and taking things in. Um, and just more focused, I would say,
Mm.
on like goals and what you want to do, and, when in life, just in general. So yeah, that's the evolution of me.
Yeah, that's good. Would you say, like how people would say time brings maturity? Do you think you've matured more because of everything that you've experienced? Or some people would say, you know
Yeah.
what? You already matured and you're living in a young person's body in a way. Like how would
Hmm.
you evaluate yourself in that aspect?
I would say with certain things, I've learned to just zip it. With certain things, right? Like for me, like it take a lot for me to like just with someone outside. In the house, like, I would just I'm at home, so you're gonna see me. But with outside, I'm just like, is this worth my energy? Type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I would definitely say, yeah, a bit of and a little more maturity.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. What's one thing your fans will notice about the new Rain in 2025?
Hmm.
Well, I know you've
That's our
shared
game
some
wait.
things. I know you've shared things, but it's like, sometimes people would be like I'm planning where I'm gonna do something different the ending of the year to
Mm-hmm.
bring out not the new me, but
Right.
just do something different, Do you ever
Yeah.
do that where you say, you know what? This year I'm gonna come out a little more raunchier. This year I'm gonna be a little more reserved. This year I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. So like
No. No, 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 no. I I go with the flow and I go with my mood and how I feel. So I have learned over the years to not set a bar because I might not be feeling that way at a particular point, you know?
Mm,
Um, and I just go with the flow because let's face it, we're human beings, right? So sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here, sometimes we're here,
true. True.
So yeah, I just take each day as it comes and go with the flow, and then my mind is always going. So I might be like, oh, I want to do this, and I'm very indecisive. So I'll be like, nah, scrap that. I'm going to do this.
It happens because, as you say, when you're going with the flow, and then sometimes you're not really feeling it.
Yeah,
And I think sometimes it comes with knowing what you want,
right,
you
right,
know? So you tend to
yeah.
say, like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'll go with this for whatever
Hmm.
reason?
I would say if I set a goal, like I will stick to that goal, right?
Mm,
Not saying I'm gonna set the bar for a certain thing. I'll be like, okay, I would like to do this, and this. I'm gonna try to focus on doing it, but I'm not gonna be like, this year I'm gonna come out in bikini only, knowing damn well I gain weight. Or this year I'm going to like wear my hair in pom poms, and that's gonna be my signature for the year, like, cause I always switch it up. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I like when people switch it up because it's like
Hmm.
unexpected.
Oh, I like the unexpected.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. I like changes,
yeah.
changing my hairstyle, changing a look. The only thing I don't really change is putting on too much makeup.
And your personality. You've always been a bubbly person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like to see me when I'm like,
I've
anytime I try,
never.
I know. It's like it's so weird. I don't like being like that too because it makes you feel like
Hmm.
depressed and sad and.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a question that I had, and most times I would ask this questions like later down the line, but since
Mhm.
it's kind of present in what we just said, um,
Okay.
have there been times in anything that you do, right? Um, feeling like I don't know why I'm doing this. You know why you're doing it, but you just question yourself. I don't know why I'm doing this. Am I
Yeah.
doing too much? maybe I need to stop this, maybe I need to shut this down, maybe I need to up something more, or
Mhm.
and what
Yeah.
when you have that those questions in your mind, what
Mhm.
gives you the incentives, if you could remember a time, to just
Mhm.
continue going?
Yeah, I too ask people these questions, because it's a question I battle with a lot, right? And then I think I ask because I want to see, like, they feel the same way I feel, kind of way. But yeah, like, we're human, right? Sometimes we feel like doing it, sometimes we won't.
Exactly.
But for me, especially with the music, I'm always something creatively just pops up in my head. Like, I'm always thinking of, oh, you know what? And that's what picks me up. Like, I just have a vision of something, or some kind of creative thought popped into my head, and I'm like, and then I called my manager. I was like, hey, listen to this. Like, or, I'll tell my husband, I'll be like, what you think about this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I value his input too, because I don't know, like, he has an ear for music, and his mind goes a little further than mine. So
Oh,
mine
that
might think of, oh, let's do this. He'll be like, you know what? If you stack this on top of this on top of this, watch you will see. And then it works out. So
That's nice.
yeah.
That's nice getting that input.
Mhm.
Being that you're on, I'm building my questions off of some
Yeah.
of the things. I do have some that I have strategic ones.
Mhm.
So speaking about husband and relationship and so forth, before let's say you were dating and stuff like
Yeah.
that,
Because
right?
you knew me before.
Yeah. I know I had asked this question before, but now you're really in it. So,
Right.
um, I saw a video, right? I was going through
Mhm.
your music and stuff like that, and I didn't see that music video before, but I know the
Okay.
song. Let me see if I could go back to where it was. The one with one I just had it here. I'm a boy.
Oh.
That one. When I saw
Okay,
that, I was
Nikki.
like,
I know
but
where
it looked
you're
nice. It was presentable. I mean, you do what you have to do, right? And
going.
you wanna sell it. You wanna make sure people believe in what you're saying, and that's your
Yeah.
lover, or whatever the case is. And
Right.
you're just acting. How does it feel to like do a video like that, and like the other person, how they feel? Because at one point he looked like he was like, I ain't touching she at all there. And then it's like
Um,
he got a chance to hold you and stuff. Like, how does that feel? And what type of conversation is a two-part question? What type of conversation would you have now with your husband or your whatever it may be in reference to
right.
those things?
Okay, I wasn't expecting this question. Like that, yeah, you really went digging. You're talking about the So Hot video, right? On the
Yes,
Island Rhythm.
yes, yes.
So I had the vision for a visual, right?
Mm,
And I hit up Cordell. And thank you for connecting me with Cordell, by the way.
no
I hit up
problem.
Cordell and I was like, this is my vision. So I have it all in my head. That's how I want it to be, and so on. Then I have to go discuss it with my husband, right? So that's why I keep laughing. So I'm
Ah,
like, this is the idea that I have, and Cordell was trying to, because he works with a lot of people, so he was trying to source me some guys, and um at the last minute one of the guys fell through, and
uh-huh.
then my other teammate, Tavia was like, oh, Alma boy. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, Alma boy. Because, he's always showing off muscles or whatever. And we
Yep.
wanted that type of person with muscles and so on.
And
Uh,
confident too. Yeah.
and yeah, and he's in the music business. He's a soca artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he would have said, because some people are like, I don't want to be in another artist video, maybe, right? So
Mm.
I told my husband, I was like, so he's like, so what exactly is he gonna be doing? I was like, well, this is, we just, I don't know. I know I want the guy there. I'll take the direction when I get there.
Yeah.
So we shot 2 videos in that day, right? So it was a long day.
Yeah.
So we got there, the fire and everything, and Cole was like, all right, well, you gotta take your shirt off. I think somebody spray him down with some sheen or something.
Yeah, he looked
Yeah.
really shiny.
Right, he was shiny. And then, Colin had this guy named Zebek there
Mm,
that does act like he does movies and so on, like out in
mm,
Hollywood and stuff. So he
okay.
was given direction,
Yeah,
and I can see my boy was nervous. I mean, he's known me for years as well, right?
yeah,
And I asked him, I was like, what your wife's gonna say? And he was like, well,
yeah.
I told her, and she was cool with it because she knows what has to be done for the music. He's like, what your husband gonna say? I'm like, I don't know. Let me wait till he see it.
Oh, so he wasn't there. He didn't come
No,
to
he
the
was
shoot.
he wasn't there.
Uh,
And then Corda sent the first draft, and I showed him. He's like, why are they so close?
oh no!
I was dying. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no!
And he was like, it's cool.
Territorial.
Yeah,
Some men are
yeah,
territorial when it comes
yeah,
to that. Like,
yeah. He don't play about me. I know that. Yeah, but
yeah,
it was nice. It was a nice video and stuff. And then I had a discussion with Amber. I was like, okay, did you show your wife, the draft? And he was like, yeah, she found it was nice and stuff. He was
yeah.
like, what did y'all, husband say? I was like, he said it's cool.
You didn't tell him the part where it's like, why you so close?
Yeah, no, I didn't tell him. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm in tears right now. Yes, I'm in such in tears. I mean,
Yeah.
so moving along in reference to the thing is I always go besides my questions, right? I
Hmm.
like looking at videos and whatever comes to mind is like I like asking those questions,
Right.
Besides my
Yes.
game and stuff, I like asking them because you want to know what people think.
Hmm.
And I don't have any I shouldn't say I don't have any movie star friends, but it's like people in the movies, I don't know a lot of actors and actresses. So we're the
Right.
ones, or musicians are the ones who are doing these acting roles and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, how do you get by with that? So there's a question that I know we had asked previously, and now that,
Mhm.
you're doing so much more on stage, um, with Nadia Batson and different for voice and all these different stages, even in Trinidad. And I know you did Almy Fet and you do so many of them.
Mhm.
What is the response now with your peers compared to 2 years ago to now? Do you everybody like a togetherness type thing where they want to see you succeed and giving you advice?
Mm. Um, there's only one person that I have, I would say, a close musical and I would say also kind of personal relationship with, but more so musical, and that's Miss Callie, soap artist out in Canada.
Okay.
And with her, I will tell her exactly how I'm feeling. Like we will discuss exactly how we're feeling,
Yeah.
where we are. And she is the one that always encourages, like, look at where you were, look at where you are now, like even if you put out one song for the year and so on, and then every time I meet up with Anika Berry is always like a good conversation. And then with
Right.
Isaiah, he's always giving good advice and we always chop it up. And we'll speak about, okay, they will say like, okay, this is what you need to do. And I learn a lot from Isaiah. Every time I see him, he always have a gem to give. um so I wouldn't say like I will have like I have a circle or a clique and we have these discussions. It's just like one or two, and that would be Miss Kali and Anika.
Yeah. That's
And then Isaiah. Yeah, I can't forget Isaiah.
I like that. I like when you have people to go back to, you could reference, you could talk about things and they
Hmm.
give you insight and they don't gatekeep, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
I scroll on, let's say, people on YouTube or even on Instagram who are
Hmm.
givers, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been through whatever. You can't give everything because you want
Right.
people to have their own experience
Yes.
or whatever the case may be. But I like that.
I like it as well because it's
Yeah.
so hard to come by.
Yeah.
And I know everyone has like a wall up, for whatever reason, they've been in the industry way longer than I have been, right? And they
Yeah.
would have experienced different things. Whereas I'm this outgoing person, like, hey, always friendly, what's going on and stuff.
Yeah.
I've come to realize that some people might look at that like, what's she really trying to do when you're just being
Mhm.
genuine. So it's nice to have, for me, Miss Carly and Anika and Isaiah, they're genuine. They will honestly tell you. And you could just call them, they'll pick up. If they don't pick up, they will call you back. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so let's get into the music that you have now. I know you have, I see there's like a couple of them, but the one
Mhm.
that we spoke about, right?
Right,
Before the interview and stuff, and then you have the carnival song, My Party on
right.
the Tech One rhythm. My glasses is just I'm just seeing blurred right now. I don't know what's going on. Right. Tell us the story behind My Party.
Hmm.
Like what were you
Um,
thinking of when when you decided to write the song or
but the song
produce
was
it?
actually written by Azaria,
All right.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's
I
good.
like to give credit, give the
Where's
credits to
you?
where
Yes,
it's due.
yes, yes.
Um, when we heard the rhythm, when we got it from Bread Boys, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this different boy. Like, I really like this.
Mm.
It have a different vibe. And I like beats with a different vibe because you can hear certain songs. And if you grew up in like listening to soca like religiously, you
Mm.
can be like, wait, I heard this beat before. And you think, and you reference back like, that sounds like a Burning Flames, or oh, this sounds like Square One or something, right? So I
Yeah.
like the originality of the beat, especially the intro, how it started. And I was like, the only person I know could really put something on this is Azario.
Ah.
I sent it to him, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to the studio 9 o'clock. I'll have some veil by in the morning. Like that kind of thing.
Wow.
Because I don't know, his brain just works like that. And
Mm.
when we heard My Party, he was like, this is it.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I like the groovy, the anyone could relate, anyone could sing, or something like My Party. Okay, you could be in a fete, but this is a fete you are accustomed going to
Yeah.
religiously every year. So you're like, this
Yeah.
is my party. It could be your house party. It could be your birthday party. Anything. Yeah, I think everyone could relate, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that all up and down can relate.
That's true. When I dropped it in the chat, because what I usually do, I have two places a couple of places,
Hmm.
but I usually drop it in Island Vibe chat
Right, right,
because we have the person that does the write-up, and then we Soca to Soca, and then I would drop it in the DJ chat, which have DJs from all over the place.
right.
And in iVibe, people were just saying, I like this groove. This song's so good. This song's so fresh. It's
Mhm.
like everybody was, responding.
Yeah, yeah.
And he wrote it immediately. I
I
was
was
like,
so shocked.
that
I
was
was shocked.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was,
really like that. I screenshot it and spread it. Like,
I saw it. I saw it in your
yeah.
link in your bio and Instagram.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
put it up there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
like
sent
that.
it to him.
I
Yeah.
immediately was like, I haven't heard it. Let me go find these people on Instagram, and I follow them. Yeah,
I was
I
like,
appreciate that very much.
yeah, he appreciated you for doing it because I sent it to him. I sent him the screenshot and so forth. So he was
Oh,
really
nice.
excited. When you pick a writer, like how you say Azaria,
Mhm.
his writing skills, right?
Right.
How do you pick a writer that you want? You know that he's gonna produce, as you said, he's gonna do it fast and he'll be able to handle it. What's the
Mhm.
difference between any other writer and him? Just to hone in on how his skills is.
So I've been working with Azaria since 2021, right? He
Mm,
did a couple songs. He did Dirty, Different,
okay.
Action. Like his style is just different. It's because he came from hip hop, right? He started off with hip hop, and then his style is still not even, I would say, soca per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, his style is like a fusion, right? Um, like I would say something like She Fire mixed with
Mm,
probably Casey or Nikolai, like it's a
Yeah,
fusion.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just so different. So I will know from working with him over the years what he can give me and what he can't give me.
And
So like
okay.
with Carnival Baby, when we were building the beat, we was trying to find a writer, and I've never met Crystal in person, but we always communicate on Instagram. Like when he posts stuff, I would say I like it, and he's like, yeah, and we just have a little chat. He's that open.
Yeah, yeah.
And he said, if you're looking for a writer for anything, let me know. And I was like, that's it. And we swapped numbers, and I was like, I'm sending you this beat. And I told Kyle Phillips,
Yeah.
Bajan Republic, the producer, I was like, Crystal is the only person who could give me a song on this beat. And
Mm,
he was like, he had me on a clock. He was like, if Crystal don't bring me song by this time, because we had we had a whole folder of songs. We were
mm.
picking songs since February.
Whoa.
um, and I was like, just give me another day. I know he could bring it. And when I heard it, I went berserk. I said, it was worth the wait. He didn't disappoint. Yeah.
Oh,
So you
wow.
just listen to the sound, right? And if you know the artist also writes,
Mm-hmm.
because what they do too as well is just like how you went digging, they will dig and be like, okay, let me hear what she had, previous years, how she
Or
songs and what I think she could hit and her range and so on. So
mm-hmm.
it has to be a perfect match.
So when you for people who not familiar with, going into a folder and how you pick music and stuff like that, when you say that you go into a folder to pick music, is it that he wrote so many songs and then you pick from that one? How does it work?
We had a bunch of writers send us songs.
Ah,
and
okay.
and Kyle just created a folder, and we keep listening and like, not this one, nah, not that one,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then we
yeah.
was like, okay, eventually we have to go back and listen, because sometimes you hear it once and you're like, nah. For me, it had to hit me first 30 seconds. I hear it, I'd be like, yeah, let me listen to the rest, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Hmm. Yeah, here what did I do? I did a mix with Crystal. I just like his melody, like
I
people who can
know.
sing,
Yes.
and he just has a unique voice. Both of them,
Yes.
Azaria and him.
Yes.
They have their own
Yes.
style and everything, and yeah, I love,
Yeah.
especially a guy that could sing.
Mm-hmm.
Girls, yes, we sing and we do our thing and stuff like that, but a guy who could sing,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Crystal loved this song so much. He was like, "Listen, if you don't want it,
would do it.
I take it." That's it.
But did you guys like would you at some point do a collaboration where you sing with him?
Yeah, I told him I would like to. I always told him that I wanted to work with him. I like for years I've been telling him, because
Mm.
I like his voice so much. I was like, I would like, because to me it's something like Siddiqui, right?
Yeah.
You hear Siddiqui voice, and it's like, oh my goodness,
It's
yeah, you want.
distinct. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I always told him, I don't think I will do Azaria because his range is
It's high.
way out there. Yeah. And I always tell him like, why you keep bringing these these high range songs to me? But
Uh,
I work and pull it off. But I always told Crystal that I want to work with him.
yeah, I think that'll be nice. I like when men and women do their songs because then you'll get that. I don't know. It's like I don't want to say seductive, but it's like you
Mhm.
mesh with each other and you mellow out. Even
Right.
if he's high and you're low and you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have to be like that would have to be an in studio thing, not like he record his parts and it. Like it has to be we're in the studio together,
Together.
yeah, harmonizing and so on and just vibing.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want people to feel when they hear the song
My
for the
party or
first
carnival?
time? My party.
I just want them to feel like it's a free up song, right? So I want them to feel like, hey, I could go in any party and make it my own, like, yeah, any fats, anything.
Yeah, yeah,
It could be an aunt's birthday party, but you make it your own.
yeah. Yeah, that's the feeling you get. Okay, so what
Mhm.
I'll do is, if you can do a quick acapella,
Mhm.
right, of the song. I'm gonna play it, take a quick
Mhm.
break.
Okay.
Um, and then after the song, give people your handles. I know it's right
Mhm.
above you, so
Oh,
I've now seen it. I'm like, what are you asking her? It's right above her head.
no, that's okay. I have to move my big hand.
I can see it. So give us a little acapella. We'll go to a quick break and we'll come back into Table Talk Show.
Okay. Listen, I want my money's worth. I'll wine till my knees hurt. The vibes in here sweet for so. Although I can't reach home, you know that we built for this. Fetters in we genetics. Dance from crank, must find place to fit. This a invitation to my party. Sweetness inside of my party. Real drinks inside of my party. And since this is my party, I go do what I want. Start it!
Yay! Very nice. And as you can see, her name
My handles.
there, all social medias is
Hmm.
music_Rane. At
Yes.
her, you go on YouTube as well, look for all the songs, type in music_Rane, and
Yeah.
download and do what you gotta do.
It's
And
type in Rane Blackman and everything will come up as well.
like
Yeah.
how people say, Google me, and
Google me.
everything will come up.
Don't Google me.
Don't Google you. Too much information.
Yeah.
So keep it locked to Table Talk Show. We'll be right back. Listen to some songs and, stay tuned.
Looking for the hottest Caribbean vibes? Tune in to Island Vibe Philly Caribbean Station. Non-stop compa. Soca.
She said never again,
Reggae. And Afrobeat.
24 hours a day.
Live talk shows, the latest news from Soca to Soca blog, exclusive merch, and the perfect place to advertise your business. Download the Island Vibe radio app now.
On Google Play or the Apple App Store.
Feel the rhythm, catch the vibe,
And vibe with the best.
Island Vibe Philly Caribbean Station, where the Caribbean lives.
Yes.
So tell them already. I ready to play a must take a jump and tongue. Oh Lord, tell them I ready. I ready to cross the stage, take a wine go down. Take a wine go down. You may steal and the brass, the oil and the mask. Take a jump on Savannah grass. Could be rain or hot sun. Paint me down if you want. It's like I want to be a carnival baby. A carnival baby. Time to free up, lose control. All from east, west, north, and south, we gon' meet on the road.
Back to our regular scheduled program. Table Talk.
Thank you for tuning in to Table Talk Show. If you just tune in, I'm here with the Rane Blackman, Muzic Rane. Thank you, Rane, for coming on to Table Talk Show.
Welcome.
Her handles is music_Rane. As I said before, if you just logged in, go to YouTube and you listen to all her songs, and later down the line you'll hear more of her songs that we'll be playing on rotation.
Yes.
All right. So Rane,
Yes.
now, so I want my listeners to get to know you a little more. If they haven't seen the first, the second, or the third, this is the third or the fourth.
Right.
You've been on here. I'm just gonna ask some personal questions that we went through before, right? So you grew up in Maloney,
Yes.
East Trinidad.
Yes.
How did that environment shape your artistry?
Wow. So I feel like, I don't know, ever since I was going to Maloney Government Primary School, they used to have these calypso competitions for these students.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was a big writer back then. And I was just to write and enter, but never place. But I still enter every year because I don't know, I love the culture so much. And then I remember they will have the artists come to the school, right? So I'm in primary school and I'm watching like Denise Belfon and Crazy and Ghetto Flex, Rest of Soul, and all these artists come to the school and put on a little performance for the kids. And I just love it. And Um, I would say I grew up in building two, Maloney. My building, the building I grew up in, have so many like artists, right? Like
Mm,
surrounded, yeah. And producers, and they're just so talented. And
mm.
I remember I had a little yellow bucket, like a sand bucket for the beach, and I did Best Village, praise dance, karate, choir, all these
Wow.
things. And then I would have the little girls in the building, my friends, get like the biggest, flowiest skirts, and I will teach them some, Best Village dances, and I would be beating on my little yellow bucket, and we will put on little concerts with the neighbors in front of the door and stuff. It was so funny. But they're singers now, they're producers,
Mm.
yeah, some of them are soca artists, some of them are, it's wow.
That is nice. That
Yeah,
that shows is like that was what you how do we usually say it? Is like whatever you aspire to be or whatever is genetically in you, embedded in
right.
you, is what you
Mhm.
basically become, you know?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
That's really good. Um, your bio mentioned using music, especially soca, as an escape from life's realities. Can you talk about that some more?
Oh well, sometimes when you feel like, oh my God, you're so overwhelmed with a lot of things, nothing can calm you down like music. Like,
Yeah.
once it hits you, you feel no pain, as the late great Bob Marley said. And you just go into a free up, like, you're not studying anything. Especially like you're cooking, you're playing soca, you're whining. Food taking long. Hey, I having a party in here. Like,
That's me. I drive in and
yes,
then
you're
depending on my
cleaning.
mood, yeah,
Hmm.
music. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
That's me for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. You have a bachelor's degree in legal studies. How has that helped you navigate the business side of music?
Yeah. One, I tried my very best to make sure everything is on paper.
Mm,
Contracts away. Contracts. Oh, this is the splits. Okay, it's in a contract. I will sign my portion, send it to you, you sign your portion, send it back, the deal is sealed.
yeah.
Um, because I think like we tend to forget the admin part of it all and the business
Mhm.
part of it all. And it's not just about you have a song out there, and there's a lot of things that a lot of us didn't even know when entering into it. So you learn as you grow.
True.
But where contracts are concerned, yeah.
Do you think Caribbean people kind of falter in that where we shy away? I know you mentioned it before, but just to elaborate on it, do we shy away too much on contracts? That's why maybe that's one thing that we lack in order to go
Mhm.
a little further as opposed to what R&B and hip hop might do.
I think we don't have like a label, right? So we don't have these, lawyers and accountants and, all these people that handles paperwork and say, all right, no one is in the studio saying, okay, you sang 10% of the song. All right, I'm giving you 5%. Like
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
is doing that. It's all, we need to get this out, Carnival come in and, everybody hype about it. But what about that aspect? No one really is speaking on it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really ever hear people speaking on it, you know? And
True.
then it is so that when we are dealing with producers, writers, and so on, and we
Mm.
bring it up, they're like, oh my God, yeah, yeah, let's do that. Like, I like that. It's like, wow, what do you all be doing then? Yeah.
But do you think now that you know this process, could you see yourself later down the line probably educating people about what you really need to do in music? Or do you think that's not your position? You would probably just do it for yourself unless
No,
somebody comes to you and ask you for advice.
Yeah, I always, if anyone I'm speaking with anyone on their projects and stuff, I would say, okay, y'all agreed upon splits. Like you don't have to tell me, but y'all agreed upon that. Yeah, okay, well, make sure you have a contract, make sure you get it in writing, make sure you put your stuff down with cut, you know, get their IPI number, like put all these things down because and then even with that, like I have songs that I have out there that I'm just waiting for these people to sign. Could you just sign? Like why? It's all drawn up. Just sign. Like we agreed on it. I keep my receipts. I have the checks. Just sign.
I think people are just scared when they hear signature, they're scared. Like they don't know
But
what, like
why?
accountability, I guess.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. You started writing songs back in 2014, quietly filing notes. What has happened to your life at that time?
In
What was happening
2014.
in your life at that time?
In 2014.
Yes.
Um. Whoa.
Oh, just okay. So,
In 2014, I was mostly up by the late Devon Matthews studio with Anson and Nebula 868,
mm,
Shroud. No, Shroud wasn't there. Pretty Jabulani, and just vibing and getting a feel of how they work. And so if I hear a beat, I'm like, I could write something for this. And I just write. And I had a whole notebook just writing. So I just felt like I could do this. Yeah. And that's what was happening in my life back then.
So funny enough that you had mentioned his name, right? One big milestone was working with the late Devon Matthews. Um, what did you learn from that experience?
Well,
And I think it's on the No Kill Joy.
yeah, the
Yeah.
song was No Killjoy on the Feel Good Rhythm.
Mm, mm,
That was produced by Anson Sobral. And Pretty and I both wrote the song. He had the hook. I was more of a person to do verses. I wasn't too big on hooks.
mm,
um, I learned a lot
hmm.
because after that, I learned that okay, you could just write about what the song was basically written about on what he was dealing with at the point in time in his life, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you could just basically write about what you're dealing with in life, like R&B singers do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Same.
but it's how you bring it across. And then it just had me like, okay, let me keep writing. And then he would also give his um support advice to study people, do your thing, like why
Hmm.
is it long on these songs? Like, stuff like that.
What is the longest have you sat on a song? Like sometimes I hear people say 10 years, 20 years. That song, well, I shouldn't say 20, it depends on the age of the person. But it's
Yeah.
like you find people say that song was there, I was pondering on it. It's been like maybe 6 years or whatever the case is, and now
Mhm.
I'm bringing it out. Do you ever do that? Like, how long do you usually let a song sit?
I sat on about, I would say about 2 songs for 3 years. I'm sitting
Mm.
on songs right now.
You have a whole file.
Yeah, I mean, when I look, only like when I put songs out and I'm adding them to my folder, I'm like, oh my God, I got all these songs. Like my husband was compiling a folder for me the other day. He was like, oh my God, you have all these songs like
Wow.
released. And then I was like, yeah, and then the ones that's just there, they are not released, don't touch them. They're just sitting there. Music doesn't waste, is what I was told.
True.
And I rather sit on the song so it could, be a good product when it is time to put it out than just rush and put it out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back to when you was 8 years old. You were involved in a choir, calypso competitions, dance, and karaoke. How did these early experiences prepare you for the industry? I know you had mentioned, with your friends and doing ballet and stuff, but
Yeah.
personally, how did it prepare you? even though you were that young, like,
Well, choir definitely taught me about diction and singing,
mm,
right? How to let make it sound like a T or a D and stuff like that. Um, and it has its good side, I would say, and its bad side because now you're singing a little too properly for soca, and it does some
exactly.
producers like producers will be like, "Well, you went to convent, or because it's like don't sing it like that, sing it like this, or don't sing your song like you want to sing the song." I was like, "What? Like sing it like you don't want to sing it because that brings out the attitude in it." Okay. Well, dancing, of course, for the stage, you need to know how to move. And I danced for a number of years, but I need a little WD-40 probably. I don't know. You would know because you see me on the stage.
I find you dance fine. But that's why I asked, because you notice people's demeanor when life changes.
Yeah, yeah,
You notice that,
yeah.
and some people just free with it because it's like that person single. That person they have a man. That person this that it's like it's funny the things that go through your mind.
Right,
Maybe
right.
people don't tell you.
Mhm.
And if you like how you say you talk through it and stuff like that. So you want your videos to come across like it's real, but at the same time, yeah, I want certain things going on.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
offend your partners.
Yeah, yeah. And the way how our culture is too, it's a different
Mhm.
culture from how certain people would do in their videos. You know? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but I've like my team, they would always say, "Look at how you dance and going up in the party. Why you not do that on stage?" And I'm like, "Hello, to sing and be moving up like this. Do you know how much work that takes?" you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah, because
crazy.
you see some people. I don't know how, I mean, I've never went to his concert, but you see Chris Brown doing all these things, and it's like, how?
Yeah, I went to his show twice.
How
He
was
is,
it?
I don't know how we do it. I don't know.
It's like you have to.
He's something else.
I've heard where I've seen someone interview where they say they literally run and sing or exercise and sing
Yeah, yeah.
in order to, do
Yeah,
the things
the
that's singing.
breathing exercises is a thing.
Hmm.
I try to do it on the treadmill. I'm not a runner, but on the treadmill, I'll like walk really fast.
Okay.
Sometimes jog and then go back to walking. And singing is a lot. Is a lot breathing techniques.
Okay. So that
Mhm.
helps you on the stage as well.
Yeah, it is meant to.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. You showed interest in entertainment law. Now you're further in your studies. That's if you want to share it or not and stuff like that. And I think that's why I asked you if you're gonna incorporate what you
Hmm.
know
Yeah.
and what you're doing with the music industry at some point, you think.
Mm. I mean, I was leaning towards entertainment law,
Mm-hmm.
but I switched.
Ah,
But that doesn't mean that I can't still pursue entertainment, studies in entertainment law, right? Because I mean, people have degrees in a whole bunch of things.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'll still think about it. I'll still think about it.
Yeah, yeah. You listen to Destra, Nadia Batson, Faye Lyons, and Terry Lyons as
Yeah.
inspirations. I mean, you probably have much more people but we just
Right.
focused on certain people that you mentioned.
Mhm.
What qualities from each of these women resonate with you?
Well, I've been like chatting with Terry on WhatsApp, and
Mm.
I just like her openness. I mean, we have the same horoscope.
Ah,
Yeah. But I just like that she is herself. And I think everybody should just be themselves, right?
yeah,
So I'm oh boy, she is a force.
she is.
She is a force. Same with Fayan. She's a force,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Um,
Their minds.
and she's very no nonsense, Fayan. And I like that. Love that actually.
Yeah,
I love that she's a no nonsense person.
yeah.
I think they're like the same. Yeah,
They
no
are,
nonsense. Hmm.
but
One's more
even
bubbly.
yeah, I think she's more bubbly than Fian in a way. Even though Fian
Mhm.
has her things, she has her quirky ways about her when it comes to jokes. She has like
Yeah,
subtle jokes
yeah,
sometimes, you really gotta get it. But you can see Fian is like, don't mess with this, don't do
yeah.
this,
Straight to
don't
the
do that.
point.
She cut it down in a second. Now, her sister, she smiled more. Even
Yeah,
though Fan smiles, it's like she smiles more. I mean, it's two different people, right? It's
yeah.
two different whatever they've been through and stuff like that. So I guess, that's how they are. But
But with Nadia, I think she is very personable. Like, you can speak with her. She will talk
mm,
to you like naturally, tell you whatever she has to say. She would be, oh, you look nice, I like this, stuff like that. I had always admire her. Like she was like the
I
first.
remember.
Her
Yeah.
voice, the way she carries herself. Like you can't say a bad thing on her.
Yeah. And
You
her
don't know herself.
writing skills. Her writing skills.
Her writing, oh my god. It has to be a woman and you're writing for male and female.
Mm-hmm.
Was very
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Dasha for me, the sassiness.
Oh
Love the
yeah.
sassiness.
And
Yeah.
funny. She's funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 I haven't seen that. I mean, only on social media. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know she was like so crazy with it, but she's wild. Yeah.
Uh, all right, so you know what? We'll just take a quick break
Hmm.
and we play some music, get people familiar with, I know you have fans and so forth, some of my listeners who may not know certain songs. I'll
Hmm.
play some songs previously and bring you guys up to date with some of the
Yeah.
most current music. All right? Keep it locked to Muzic Rane. And what's your tag?
Make it rain.
Make it rain,
You
gonna
make it
make it
rain.
rain. Keep it locked to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice and Rain. All right? Stay tuned.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No long talk. We there. We there. Make it rain. Listen, I want my money's worth. I'll whine till my knees hurt. The vibes in here sweet for so. All now I can't reach home. You know that we built for this. Fetters and we genetics. Dance ram cram must find place to fit. There's a special invite to my party. Sweetness inside of my party. Real drinks inside of my party. And since this is my party, I go do what I want. Start it.
Back to our regular scheduled program. Table
All
Talk.
right, we're back once again with Rain, Muzic Rain. It's rain. Let's make it rain. On Table Talk Show. Rain, what advice do you have for the youths at this point? I mean, it could be something fun, it could be anything that you
Mhm.
think nobody knows about you. It could be personal, anything. Um, what would you like to let my listeners know and your fans know about you?
That they don't know about me.
Yeah. And one advice.
I just cuss a lot.
No kidding.
Like, no, I'm really like nice and outgoing and stuff. But like if people upset me, yeah, I go off.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
actually a caring person. Like I was like, why am I so caring? Like sometimes it's good, like real good, and then sometimes it's like people take advantage of it. So I think for me it's like finding that balance, like knowing when to be like, okay, nah, you want some nonsense, like yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
pull back. But I'm just always so caring and outgoing, always want to help somebody. Like I will leave me undone, and I noticed that a lot. Like I will handle everybody's problems, and sometimes like, geez, I need to focus on me too. Family calling, like you could do this, you could do that, I need you to do this, I want you to do that, and then there's people you see. I just feel like if people don't know something and I know it,
Mm.
Yeah, I will help you because I'm not gonna just leave you there to go figure it out, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
when it comes to music, I would like, especially the people that's trying to enter into the industry or they are in the industry, find a good support system, one. And for me, I don't like yes people around me, so at all.
Mm.
So my team is this tell you straight up, right? And Cordel's part of my team. Thanks to Nikki G.
That's good.
Yeah, so I always like reach out to them. What do you think about this? Because just also know that you do not always know, right? You don't always know as much as you feel like you know.
Mm-hmm.
Take advice. How Trinity just say take my stupid advice.
Yeah,
Take the advice because do with it what you will, but listen because you don't just always know. You don't always know.
yeah.
Um, but they're saying now it's not a race, it's a marathon.
Hmm.
Boy, oh boy.
Hmm.
It's not a race, it's a marathon. And there will be times when you feel like, all right, this is it. And I'm being very transparent here. And then there will be times when you feel like, nah, I have to keep going. I don't know. I just wonder if it's like a zombie on me or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder that it's funny that you said that because sometimes I'll be all gung ho, right?
Mhm.
And I'll be ready to, well, when it comes to talent, as far as my voice,
Yeah.
it's funny that I don't say, well, I want to give up. I don't ever say that. It's just that I
Right.
feel like, why go live? Why do this? Why do
Right.
that? Right?
Right.
But I think it's because of maturity,
Mm-hmm.
age.
Mm-hmm.
People look at me a certain way, and I think motherhood, and there's so much in
Right.
the picture, right?
Right.
That makes you decide, okay, this is what I want to do and stuff like that. But to be transparent myself, when it comes to podcasts and certain things, like, okay, photography, people know me for photography and
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
I have too much stuff going on all over the
Mm.
place. So it's like you want to
Mhm.
focus on one thing
Right.
that you
Right.
really like that makes sense,
Right.
you know? Yeah.
I mean, I am not shy to speak. I give a lot of trainings. I
Mm,
did speech in college as an
mm,
elective.
yeah.
And I probably as a child I was more like, oh, I'm afraid to say this or afraid to say that. But now you're gonna hear me. One. So, and the reason why I started behind the Soca too was I feel
Hmm.
like a lot of people don't know what goes on behind
Behind the scene.
everything. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I just love when people could be open and tell their story. So,
Yeah. I did have a question about that.
mhm.
In reference to behind the soca. Um, I can't find it right now, but just off the top of
Yeah.
my head, right?
Mhm.
Being now that you did that, how do you feel about it? That, you interview people, you hear their stories and the reasoning for doing it. Could you elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah. So, um, I started it in July of last year, actually,
Yeah.
after I did art form in New York. And I was like, you know what? People need to hear the stories of there's so many people in the industry, right? Some
Mm-hmm.
of them are reserved, some of them like to the forefront. And I'm like, people need to hear what goes on behind because they just see this. They just see what's in front of them. They just see the songs that's put out. That like there are times when people just like they have issues with a project. No one knows. And people tend to say nobody don't care about that and whatever. But the listeners they want to hear. Wow, I didn't know this went on. Or wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know you signed with this band or you was doing this for how many years and I thought you just came on the scene. I thought this was your first song, stuff like that. Um and I always felt like one day I will actually tell my story
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, but let me hear the stories about this. So yeah, because people always like somebody need to do behind the soca with you, and I'm like, I will be the last. When I do my behind the soca, there will not be another behind the soca.
I love to hear like I jump on some of your podcasts and
Yes,
shows and stuff, and it's like there's a couple of them I know I told you I have to listen to this person or this person
yeah,
I never see them interview. You know what I mean?
yes,
So
yeah,
you do want to get the source of or the nitty-gritty to why this person
hmm,
is like this, why they wrote this song,
yeah.
what's their drive,
And
all those things.
some of these people are like, they don't like to do this. They don't like
True.
camera. They don't like to interview. And they're like, you're lucky it's you, you know, much people ask me.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to the one with Natalie, and there's some things that people say, and we're like, you went through that? You feel
That one was so like wow into me. Like she have a story. It's like wow, she like look at where she started. Like, it's like
Mhm.
oh my God,
You know,
And
it's
I was happy
um,
that she was transparent about the whole why she chose to do it on Memorial Day and all that. Like, because people just go and run with what they hear other people saying, and now you have the truth.
it's true. It's true.
Mhm.
It's funny. I think it's my cousin that invited me. I went to that first one when she was talking about the
Oh
house.
wow.
I was there, and she had a projector.
Uh-huh.
I think it was Cribs. She called
Cribs, yes, yes,
it,
yes. She said
right?
it was called cribs.
And she had a projector and it said Cribs. When I tell you, people,
Wow.
and 5 o'clock in the morning, still people, 6 o'clock in the morning. I invite a friend. He was like, Nicole, what is this madness? But then he saw friends and it was just no fighting, no nothing.
Pure vibes. Yeah.
All gay people coming in and out, and it was just nice vibes.
Nice.
Yeah. Very,
Yeah, I
very,
like
very nice.
that.
So when I heard that, I was like, I remember going to that first one. And
Yeah.
then when she evolved, I always said she's the type of person that um when it comes to decor, she
Hmm.
knows how to do that, and she doesn't put you
Yeah.
in like a garbage bin and just leave you there to have party.
Right.
She will make you feel like this is my party.
I always wanted to go chic. Maybe one year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. All right, so jumping back into you, the
Hmm.
release of Dirty heading into Carnival 2022, looking back, how did that song shape your confidence as an artist?
Hmm. Well, that one was written by Azaria. I didn't want to do
Mm,
it because I was like, this is not me. But most of the songs that Azaria pens and brings to me, and
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. People love it. They love it.
I loved
Um,
it. It was
yeah,
different. Yeah.
yeah. People
Yeah.
are dirty. Um, I like, and then I had the video done and stuff, and it was like kind of like, okay, all right, she real sure she asked here, like literally sure she asked me. I just like that we were able to shoot it in Miami on Juvie morning. We were on the truck,
Yeah.
Chelsea Jamdog Management and Mud Life, right? We were on the truck. Um Koda was not there. I can't remember who shot the video. But it was so much people and we played the music and people were just having a good time, you
It
know?
was dope. I think
Yeah.
doing that out of character, like sometimes you find
Hmm.
people, like people will be like, Nicole, you so stush, you so thing. And then when they see
Yeah.
me dancing, it's like, you drink? Like, what going on
Well,
with
I've
you?
never even seen you dance.
I know, you see? But if you see me out, you will see me as a different person because I
Right.
love music.
Yes.
But there's a time, what they say is a time and a place to everything.
Yeah.
But if I go out to have fun.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, money's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Exactly. I go out to have fun. So I'm gonna look a different way. I'm gonna dress a little
Yes.
different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
he was like real fast paced. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I liked it. I liked it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I did. I did. That's one of your songs that I really liked, especially the the change of character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the photos for the artwork, right? It was like
Mm-hmm.
a kind of pretty job, like black
Yep.
long chain
Yep.
and stuff.
It
Yeah,
stand
yeah,
out. It stand
yeah.
out. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with doing something like that. I mean, as long as
Hmm.
you're comfortable and stuff.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I comfortable.
yeah, you know. And the first time I met you, you seem like a person who you don't mind change as long as you
No.
like it.
Yeah, I
Had
gotta
that
be comfortable.
confidence.
I
Yeah.
mean, I ain't gonna have my no
I
like
know,
just go
yeah.
go you with a pasty or something like a little too comfortable.
Oh my God. Your biography talks about um cultivating a self-assured character and a positive mindset, basically what we talked about just now. What mindset shifts have fueled your growth the most?
Hmm. Before I was like, I wouldn't say gullible. I would say like I was just like, okay, taking everyone will give their opinion and I'm listening to everyone, right?
Mm,
Everybody's like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be more sexy, you need to be that, you need to. And one day I was just like, hold up a second. I need to do me, right? Don't project on me this, don't project on me that. Don't tell me what I need to wear and stuff like that. I know myself. When I'm ready, I'll jump on myself. And when I'm ready, I just reserve, right? It depends on how you feel. So learning to not listen to the noise, as it I say, and just focus on being you,
yeah,
being present,
yeah.
um, staying grounded, realizing that not everyone has good intentions in the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people come with ulterior motives. And understanding that people in the industry went through things that whereas I am outgoing and like, hey, how you going? And huggy friendly and whatever, they are more like, where you coming with? You know? This is just me. I think people have a hard time with genuinity.
Mm.
And I'm just honest, genuine, will tell it like it is kind of a person. Like why would I be hiding anything?
Difference.
This is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
me. This is how I
yeah.
am. Outgoing, friendly, very caring. Like if somebody, I work on a project with someone and they're like, oh, I'm not feeling good. Well, I could get back to you next week. I'm checking in like not to say how you feeling today. Like you're feeling good now, you could do the project. No, I really want to know how you're feeling, you
Genuine.
know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I would message people like that, are you okay? Like, you know, man, I wish I could have sent you a basket of fruits or whatever. No reply. Because I'm like, it's not about the project, dude. I'm just genuinely caring. Like, how are you
Yeah.
doing?
But I don't understand. This is a thing. I don't understand when people don't reply.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Especially,
if you ghost me, bet. Bet.
I don't understand that. I even
Yeah.
have some close friends. I just get on them for that because I was like, one of them, well, no, you know what? I understand in a way because sometimes some people with their jobs, they gotta lock away their phones. You can't have your
Mm-hmm.
phone doing things.
Yeah.
You're busy, or you might be flying, you might be doing
Yeah.
something. But I have a friend who sometimes she will read it and she'll be like,
No, let me tell you what it is. Let
mm,
me stand in defense of your friend,
eh,
right? Now with me back in school, like doing all these things. So school, behind the soca, work, family, all these
yeah,
things,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I get it. Now I get it. Because sometimes you open the message and you read it, and then something come and distract you,
true.
and you forget. And I'm like, now I understand why
Mm-hmm.
people would take a while, but not that we can some. Because then I like, nah, you're doing it now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that happened to me where, I mean, I like responding, right? Sometimes I gotta
Hmm.
hold myself back because I'm be like, people will get too used to me responding too fast. So sometimes I had to hold back, but then when people used to me responding quick, it's like,
Hmm.
I mean, my day job, I'm not really supposed to be on the phone the way how I'm on the phone,
Right.
but I let people know no matter where I am, it's like, there's certain things that I got a thing, or they know that I have
Mm-hmm.
a business or whatever, and I respond. But I know sometimes, even when I do a blast,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who
Oh.
me, it might go down. Not maybe what you're thinking, but when I do a blast,
Yeah.
the message goes down. So I wouldn't see that somebody message, or even if they message me when
Right.
I
Yeah,
said
that's what I'm
something.
saying because sometimes like a bunch of people responding, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're trying to reply to everybody, then and then they're replying back. So whoever this message is going
yeah,
down, 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 down.
yep, yep.
Sometimes they don't understand that where I work around a lot of planes. So
Mm,
now my service is really suck. Like I have to schedule posts
wow.
at home because if I
Yeah,
try to do it at work, it's not going through.
yeah. But you can schedule posts on WhatsApp as well.
No, on Instagram.
Okay, on Instagram and all the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, WhatsApp, it will come through. But like if somebody sent me a video or something, or like if I'm sending a video,
Yeah.
I have to wait for the sun to go down, right? Or the paint to dry on the wall because
Oh
it's
Lord.
going so. And then because what I realized is like I will send the message will reach, but the video ain't reach.
Oh Lord. Oh
So I
yeah,
have to wait.
I've had that. I've had
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And
Especially
then
when the
like,
Wi-Fi.
what are
Yeah.
you talking about? Like, oh God, it's coming.
I've had that. I've even had where I've sent messages and then their messages go below, mine go all the way on top, and I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on with this?
Yes.
You know?
It's hard because now these days, like my home screen, oh my God, so many notifications. And I'll be like, oh my God, this person messages Tuesday. I actually, someone messaged me,
Mm,
but I don't, when you don't follow people, it goes into your message request.
yeah.
So this
On
lady messaged me.
Instagram.
Right. So this lady
Yeah.
messaged me. She's,
Yeah.
she's like explain herself. Apparently she knew me from small or where we were living in Central at the time. And she's like, my daughter's birthday is coming up and I would love if you could wish a happy birthday. And I see that message the day after my birthday. Right? So it's like a whole week passed and so I felt so
Oh
horrible.
no.
And I still did a nice video for her and stuff. I was like, oh my God, I feel so
Uh,
bad. Feel so bad.
a response that I get to something like that, but it was on the website. This lady said, I was like, "Oh, I'm calling you to respond to the text that I got." She's like, "That ship has sailed."
Oh,
I was like, she's like, "That ship has
she was
sailed."
mad.
I-
She was mad.
because she wanted somebody to come and take pictures. And I was like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
no problem." Click.
I know, like when I like if I sent you an email and it says because you sent me an email and I didn't see it till I was like, oh my goodness. I think last night because I don't get notifications on
Yeah.
on that Music Rane and I'm like I was like Nikki emailed me. Oh my God.
Especially with the chains, because I think sometimes with the chains,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you don't see it as well. I mean,
Right.
besides not having notifications, like I've
Yeah.
gone through where, let's say if I'm inviting someone to the show, something like that, and it's a
Right.
chain, it's like
Mm-hmm.
I have to look to see now if it's dark or if it's light because I could miss it, you know?
Oh,
Or if
okay.
people send in whatever I might be getting from whoever, or you or who.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
like messages will go down,
Mm-hmm.
because now I
Mm-hmm.
have like three different emails and it gets that's what I'm talking
Yeah. Yeah, and then you
all
get it
these
on top of
apps.
that, you get in blast, music blast.
Yeah.
This person dropped, that person dropped, this one, and then and the email just keep going.
Oh my God, entertainment industry is
It's
interesting.
a
I love it.
lot. It's a lot to keep up with. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I
Yeah.
have a normal life.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is,
Yeah.
Walk us through. I know we spoke about, and the reason why I'm bringing up this is because, as I said before, it's like we had spoken about my party, but if you want, I know you have, is it the carnival? What's the
Carnival baby.
carnival baby? Right.
Yeah.
So if you want to elaborate on that as well,
Mm-hmm.
You can. So, walk us through how My Patio Carnival Baby came to life from
Mm-hmm.
concept to studios to final cuts. You can summarize it too, because I know we went through
So
some of it.
yeah, so we spoke on my party. We spoke on
Mm-hmm.
how that came about. So
Yeah.
Carnival Baby, um, I record by Casey.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I'm still trying to remember how did I connect with Kyle, Casey's brother. Oh, we wanted background vocals. I wanted Terry to do some background vocals for me.
Oh, nice.
And she said Kyle would have been closest for her, his studio.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey gave me his number. And I hit him up and I said, hey, my name is Rane Blackman. I record with Casey. He gave me a number. I want Terry to come and do some background vocals by you for me. And then over time, his sister was doing background vocals for me. And yeah, so then I was
Which
like,
one? I think there's two.
Carice, his sister
Okay.
Carice, shout out Carice.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I wanted to work with him. And I said, I'm coming down to Trinidad Carnival because most of them producers they lock off from January. I'm fetting, right? So I was like, but your studio be open. He's like, yeah, come through, like real cool. Love his energy. I told him he's
Mm.
like one of the nicest Vogels, male Vogels I've ever met. Love
Yeah.
his energy, like real cool guy, like very transparent, very guiding.
Mm.
Um, and he about his business, like he know what he about. So I was like, okay, so I went by him, no concept, don't know what we're doing. So I go on there. I don't know South, so my friend took me down there. And he's like, so what we doing today? And I'm like, I don't know what we doing today. You know?
He
Like,
had
wait a minute.
nothing.
Nothing. I said, well, I want to work with you. So I thought you had something in mind. And he's like, I thought you had something in mind. I was like, nope. And he's like, okay, let me build a beat. Let me start
Mm.
to build a beat. Tell me what you're feeling, huh? And I say, I want something like feel good, groovy, because I'm trying to stay away from the sort of wind up tunes, really and truly.
Mm.
Right? I want so people could relate to, people could feel, people could dance, free up vibes. And he said, okay, hum a melody. And I just started humming something. Right there, he started building a beat. I was so amazed, right? Because I've like, other than Anson, I've never really seen. So I was like, oh wow. And we just came up with a shell. And we were sourcing songs for a while.
Whoa. But how
Yeah.
long don't you have to pay? I mean, you could let me know this or not, or, just to let people know what studio time is like, because isn't that like over $1 million in studio time? Or
No,
it was
like
just a vibe?
I think we probably did like 2 hours or something.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't nothing crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but he was just cool. He was just like, we don't know what we're doing yet. So when we figure out what we're doing, then we go. Don't worry about the money part. Like, let me figure out what we're doing. You
First,
know?
yeah.
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 So I really, really appreciated that with him. And then he was like really helping me every step of the way. I've
Mm.
never had a producer do that. Really,
Really?
like saucy sound. Other than shouts to Mr. Lion because I don't want to come from after this. Um, yeah, like asking people to write songs to the beat. The first we were like, it's gonna be a rhythm. First it was gonna be a single. Then we was like, it's gonna be a rhythm. Then it went back to a single, and it was actually gonna be probably my only song I released.
Mm.
Yeah, and then my party just came.
Wow.
But
Wow.
we to record, as I said, we were trying to pick songs, and then
Yeah.
Crystal sent his song straight by Casey one time because now Kyle had me on a deadline. I need this track by this day. This song has to go out by this time. Carnival is approaching. You cannot release late. Like,
Yeah, true,
Yes,
true.
I'm really, really grateful for both of them, Kyle and Casey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So how do you decide, like all the songs that you have, how do you decide which one you want to do for carnival. And then,
Mhm.
you know, we have this saying is like songs that we do, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, songs that we do is always just for carnival. Do you make songs
Mhm.
like all year round, or is it because of the process you have to do it the way that you're doing it?
I started when I did A Good Man with Siddiqui.
Mm,
No, I did handle it first. When I dropped Miss Wine, I was like, I want something for the summer. So I did handle it. And then I think the next summer I did A Good Man with Siddiqui, if I can recall. And then I did To the Moon, which was more like is a kind of Afro kind of something.
yeah.
So, but then I kind of pulled back from that because, yeah, it's nice to have music all year round,
Mm.
but my pockets have to go all year round too.
Exactly. I know
Yeah.
financially it
Hmm.
could be, you know, strenuous.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're saying you don't just do for carnival. Sometimes you would throw in a song in
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
mix.
And then too, because, Ufren was like no season, right? You want to have something that, and then last year, yeah, we did Careless.
Mm-hmm.
That came out in August for crop over, so like, and then I was trying to do like a job song, and then
We
I
made
did
that.
job attitude, but
Hmm.
that was well before. Like I still sing it sometimes on stage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But how I mean, I think before you used to say when you get on stage, I mean you could clarify it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The difference between getting on stage, let's say 2 years ago, as opposed to now, what is the
Yeah.
difference for you as far as, you know, how you feel, the reception of people, attitude, confidence, your confidence,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, like elaborate a little bit on that.
Um, it's different because I don't feel as nervous. Not to say like, I didn't perform at Abbey Fit, right? But if I have to ever perform at Abbey Fit, I don't know, I might get some jitters, like real
Really?
serious jitters. But now I do rehearsing before, right? I know I have a show coming, I'll do rehearsing. Like I'll be in the car just playing my music and like how am I gonna say this? How I'm gonna say that? How I'm gonna react with the crowd. To go on the stage, I already have it in my mind that one, I go early to the event. I feel out the crowd. If the
Mm,
crowd not moving, it's like, okay, well, then no, you have to put in some work,
yeah.
right? If
Yeah.
the crowd them come to party, you have them, right? Then these people came to party, right? They came to party, you have them. They come and they stand up and they watch and like, oh God. Like sometimes you see big artists on stage and people just stand up, they're like,
Hmm.
what they pay all their money for? Really
Yeah.
and
I
truly.
just wonder.
Like I whining out every dollar and cent. I don't understand. Why they come to just stand up and watch the people? You could have still go and listen on the radio, honestly. But I know it's like I'm not nervous. I go on the stage, I do what I had to do.
Hmm.
If two people in the front of the stage giving me traction, I am focused on those two people. But now it's all about how you interact with the crowd. So like if I think you were there at the last art form, I'm not sure. But the last art
Um,
form,
not
no, you were there last year.
before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
okay.
went
So
by
the
so
last art
fast.
form is like I was the opener, and I told my manager, I was like, the opener starts the show. I am going to bring it, right? So it's like not because you're opening, I mean, oh, you're opening. No, I'm going to open, right? That's what I'm going to do. And the crowd was very receptive. Like my
Mm,
sister was there with me and she was on stage and she was like, oh my God, it had this girl on the front. She sang word for word. And I was like,
wow.
yeah. So with time, you might think people not really listening, some people don't really show it on Instagram and all that stuff. But
Mhm.
they're giving you the feedback when they see you. And my thing is, I'm just like, I'm just Shireen. I'm just Shireen, right?
Yeah.
And then people come, oh my God, Rane, this is me. I know this person from
Again, as an artist.
Nikki. My friend have to tell me. She feels like she always like, girl, I forget. Like one time, this guy, I was playing mass. I was like, "Oh my God, Rane, I found you. Check me." I watch it. My friend and them like, he's like, "Oh my God, I told Tommy I was gonna find." I was like, "Okay, he know the music. This person knows it." But he didn't want to leave. He was like the whole band. I was like,
What?
kind of creepy now, like Yes, it's just like to me, it doesn't like artist. I just doing this. I love music. I love doing it. I doing it, but I'm not like, oh, I'm an artist. Like, stand 10 feet away. Like, if people come up and they be like, oh my God, I like your music, I'll be like, all right, I know it's from the music.
Because they
Like,
let you know, yeah.
yeah, but if they're like, real, oh my God, I'd be like, where's this person name? Like, where am I supposed to be from? Oh, when they come and say, oh my God, can I have a picture with you? I'd be like, with me? Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
You remember a time I went, well, this carnival, this Labor Day, right? Oh gosh, I hope she see this video, but if she does, she'll understand what happened. So this girl run up to me and she's like, "Oh, Nicole." Did she call me Nicole? No, only my close friends, like people who know me from Trinidad would say Nicole.
Yeah.
I think she used Nicole or Nikki. And she's like, "Look, I have my kids now. Look, I'm there." And I'm like, where I know this girl from? To not know she didn't have kids by way back when. Don't you know 2 weeks after? Because she looked different. And now my mind's still fuzzy, but I think we either modeled together,
Oh wow.
friend or something we did. And that's why I didn't remember her because I hear everything was different and now she's looking like a funny.
Oh wow. That's crazy. I don't know if you remember Darnella. She used to sing with the All Stars with Rest His Soul, Ricardo Drew. And she sang a song like this. You could play station anything else, I don't care. I out on the road.
Yeah. And I saw her for they did something for him and she was
Right.
singing with the band. Yeah. So I saw her.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I modeled with her for this is like for Chocolate City Juve for Miami 2017 or something like that. I'm like, if I see her now, she wouldn't remember me.
She wouldn't.
But I want to see her. Like, I want to talk to her. I want to be like, why stop singing? Like, stuff like that. Because her song is like, when I listen to Private Ryan Mix, it's on there. Just like with Shraddha and stuff, like, they had real good songs. I'm like, why stop singing?
Wow.
But it's tough. It's tough. Like people that be telling me all the time, don't give up, don't give up. But every time somebody said don't give up, I'm like, listen, no, they don't know the pockets, I don't know.
People tell you don't give up, but they don't really know behind the
Yeah.
scenes. They just see the part because of what we put out too. Sometimes we make it look easy unless
It's
you do a
not.
live or you do something and you show them behind the scene, but people still see that as glamorous.
But it is hard when you're juggling a job.
True.
Yeah, and you have to do this as well, and keep on top of the socials and all. Oof.
It can be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have one song before I get into not a song, sorry. I have one question before I get into my game because I'm looking at my game and I just want to
You have a game.
I have a game that I want to get into to lighten the mood a little bit and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I want to play the song, Carnival.
Carnival Baby.
Carnival Baby, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it all the way up in my nose. I want to play Carnival Baby for everyone to hear that, and then we take a quick break. We jump right back into my game. Time has gone by so fast.
Yeah.
The people who are now logging in, I'm here with Rane. You see her title on top, Muzic_Rane. Please add her. We're gonna play some music, and we will be right back with some fun stuff. All right, keep it locked.
Table Talk Show with Nikki G voice.
We don't know if there's gonna be a tomorrow. Baby, show me the way and I'll follow. We be taking trips in my Apollo. We can turn up all night, just me and you. We can turn up all night, babe, on the moon. It's Rane. pretty girl. I know how you like it. Keep up with the wine. Make it rain. All you ready? Don't fret. Don't fret. As the music hits, it's taking over my mind. Now you go find out why they call me Miss Wine. If I go down,
Is now in session.
can you
Listen.
Thank you for tuning in to Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice, and Rane. Rane, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you. I've had so much fun because everybody else, not to say that everybody else don't know me per se
Yes.
or know each other and stuff, but when you talking to someone that you know, is like you have so much fun.
Yeah.
Knowing the sense that you've come on my platform a few times, so I feel like so comfortable,
You've grown
and
with me.
happy. Yes, exactly. So now we're gonna jump into the game that I have. We have a quick game. I always switch it around depending depending on my mood and how I feel and stuff like that. So
Okay.
this game that I have is a quick fire game, right?
Mhm.
I ask you a question and you just tell me which one you like, which one you prefer, right? This is the
Okay.
first one. So, studio or stage?
Stage.
Carnival Road or Beach Lime?
Oh, Carnival Road. I really like sand.
Really?
Yeah. I like beach, but if I could do it on the sand, yeah.
That's right. Sunrise person or night owl?
Whew, I am a night person, not a morning person. Yeah.
Your go-to karaoke song?
I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need to love
Really?
me.
That was a hit back in the day.
Yeah.
Definitely a hit. One thing you always bring to the studio?
Myself. Vibes, energy, bubbliness. Cause it's about the mood. Like if you come in like, yeah, what's going on? Like, who's gonna record you like that?
Exactly.
Mhm.
You need to bring it. And
Yeah.
do you have anything physical, like something that you hold or anything that you always bring with you?
No, I will take clothes off too.
You do?
If you see the hot, yeah, I undress.
Oh, all right. Okay. If you can invite three artists, either alive, whether they're here or they're not here, to dinner, who are they and what songs would you create with them?
What? Um. Mm, Okay. One, I would like to invite Miss Anita Baker.
Oh my God, love her.
Love her.
My hairstyles was inspired by her.
Really?
Yeah, always
I
love
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to invite her. For dancehall, only three. Jeez. Okay, I would like to invite Idonia.
Yeah. Adonia.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's like all the different sides of me, right?
Mhm.
And I must go with Soca. So for Soca, I will bring Nadia. And the latter part of the question was,
What song would you create with them?
hmm, it will be a fusion. So I will have Nadia with myself, and we do a soca piece. And then you know how they like to fuse the dance. So Idonia will come in with the little ruggedness,
Nice.
ruggedness. And then Anita Baker go, la, la, la.
Oh my gosh, she's so poetic. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
all right. If my life was a party, give us three songs that would definitely be on your life playlist right now.
Mhm. I come out to live my life. Live my life. Yeah. And I always say like if I pass away, I want much more than this. I did it my way. But
Mm.
for party, I have that. My behavior. I leave in my behavior at home. I leave it. That and um mm, cheers to life.
Ah, nice.
Cheers to life.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. What's one Rane Blackman moment that would be the highlight of the party?
Me whining, Relo. Relo. And having bringing everybody together. I'm always known for bringing everybody together. So
Nice,
yeah.
nice. And this one I like to ask, well, it's two that I like to ask. If
Mhm.
heaven had a gate, right? If it
Mhm.
had a gate, you could walk there. What would you go or ask God to tell you? What type of advice would you ask for? What would you want him to tell you, and what type of advice would you like?
Mm. I would like him to tell me what's coming in the future. And the advice I would like is how to deal with the humans here on Earth.
Jeez,
Yeah.
real
Like,
for
what's the best way, God? What is the best way? How do you think I should, handle these humans?
for real. What what um what advice would you give your younger self?
Mm. Oh, that would be follow your path and stop listening to what everyone has to say.
Hmm.
Yeah, because back then I would always be like, oh, I wonder how this one will feel, and I try to please everyone, and that got me in trouble. Like burning out myself, digging myself in holes
Hmm.
and stuff like that, and then not being afraid to do things because what this one was saying, what that one was saying. And now I like everybody doing me.
That is funny. Oh gosh, please don't make it go away. I'm laughing so much. The question just um, if you had to do a do-over,
Mhm.
right? What one thing would you do? Not necessarily a regret, but if you
Mhm.
had something to do over, what would you do over?
Better banking and investments.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
yeah,
And probably pay attention in maths class.
yeah. But you look like a studious math
Not
person.
maths.
Really?
Beat me with law, but not maths.
Oh my God. Wow. All right, so that's it for the game.
Oh, that
Basically.
game wasn't hard.
No, it wasn't hard at all. Very, very easy. Very easy. Um, so Rain, I know before we talked about, giving people advice and people who are coming and stuff like that. What other, let's say two or three things, advice, being that you're in the music industry for upcoming artists, what other advice you might probably give them, being that you've been in the industry for a while?
One that I've heard that I've been running with, no one owes you anything. Put in the work. Do not sit down and wait for anyone to bring anything to you because it's not probably not coming, right? Definitely invest in yourself. Like when I say that, I mean if you need vocal training, do that. If you need a stylist, do that. If you need a stage coach, do that. Because it's you. So in my song Bam Bam, right? There's a part that says year after year, it only gets better. And and Anton from Firepower Songs, who started with me in the beginning, he constantly reminds me of that year after year, rain only gets better. you know. So just work on evolving, especially in your craft. Winning on your craft. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't think because okay, this person been in the industry for all these years and don't let anybody hold you at ransom to anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
What would you say to your fans who have supported you through all three? Hold on. Oh, okay. So it kind of went kind of left there. I wasn't sure. But what would you like to say to your fans who have supported you through all three interviews? Like,
Oh,
let's say people who followed you through,
mhm.
it could be here, it could be anywhere, through concerts and all that stuff, and you want to say something to them. What would you say?
I don't like the word fans.
I know it sounds like you're my fan and you're
No,
following,
I don't like that. I just
Yeah. I know.
like friend in music, like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like a friend in music. Cause I differentiate between FRIEND and FREN, right?
Mm.
Right. So yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Um, I really just want to thank them and support them because, but all people listening, following you, you know, liking your stuff, giving you the support, and where you going? Where would
Mm.
you really be going? Because then who are you reaching? Right? So I definitely want to thank them. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Nails by Marissa. I've not seen her closely. I always see her from me standing on the stage singing, and she's down there singing everything. Hopefully she sees this. But she's such a big support, and the
Mm.
crew out in Germany, like I've never met these people, but they did a whole Zumba routine to Let We Go, and it started trending, and all these other people that does Zumba in Spain and Germany and England,
Oh, wow.
and it was something to see. I just woke up one day and saw I was tagged on Twitter, and I was like, I don't know who this is, and these people are now. I follow, and I will follow back, right? It depends. Like if you're coming with some shadiness, it's like okay.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh my God, I'm in the Navy out here. Oh wow, I didn't know." It's this kind of thing. So it's like just love all around, love, love, love. Because there's somebody that's beaten my song in Japan, and I'm like, wow.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
I appreciate it.
yeah, I like that. I like that in Japan, in Germany, and all these
Mm-hmm.
different countries that you don't necessarily
No, you
expect
don't
people to
think
read.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That is really, really nice.
And
Um,
shouts to the people in Toronto that setting up the streams on Apple. I appreciate you.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Any upcoming performances or collaborations that fans should look out for?
We're looking forward to Trinidad. Things are in the works. What I stopped doing is putting what it is out there until my picture is on a flyer and is posted.
You don't want to jinx it.
I don't want to jinx it because, and then people always be like, oh, this, and my manager know me by now. He don't come to me with something unless it's solid and it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but then when people call me and be like, "Oh, I went into this," and they were like excited, I'll be like, "Okay, all right, cool. Oh yeah, not excited. No, no, no.
Not
When
until
it happened, then I gonna be excited, like
yeah,
because I've been there. I've been there, and people like they appear, and then all of a sudden you're like, So I just normal and cool, and people just don't get that, They don't
yeah.
get that. But things are in the works. Like we always setting up. But I am a person that don't like people to know my every move, so I
Me
just
too.
pop
Yeah,
out, like
yeah,
Cardi B
yeah.
say.
I like when things
Yeah.
are done, not
Yeah.
completely done, but okay, this is happening and it's done and you can push it out and
Yeah.
then it's ready to get pushed out and you know for sure, okay, let me post it,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to prematurely do anything, and then because then it don't happen, and then you looking like boo boo the fool. Like, Yeah.
True, true. Oh my
Mhm.
God. Well, Rain, I mean, it was a pleasure, definitely.
Alright.
Always a pleasure speaking with you. I
Thank
wish you
you.
all the best as always in
Appreciate
everything
it.
that you do.
Mhm.
I mean, there's so much that I could say right now,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I've seen you've been very consistent, videos, in everything that you do, you know, and
We coming with videos.
ah,
I'll let you know that one. We coming with the video.
yeah, it's like you've really been consistent. So it's a pleasure looking at professionalism, you know,
Yeah.
really, really a pleasure. Um,
Yeah, you were there from Miss Weiner.
oh
Like the first
yeah,
song. Now you like 20 plus songs in.
that is amazing. I think the second time I did it was only it was a certain amount, and now to hear so
Yeah.
many,
Hmm.
it's you know.
Like I feel like you did an interview with me everywhere I've lived.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Almost everywhere I've lived.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because I move around.
Yeah, I
So
know because
yeah,
when you
yeah.
tell me when you were mentioning about time, I was like,
Hmm.
oh, she in Trinidad, you know, or something like that. I
Nikki, you
forgot.
always think I ain't Trinidad. I don't know.
I don't
Why you
know
think?
why. Because you know why? Because with us, because of us living here and from
Mhm.
Trinidad, I'm thinking, okay, this person is Trinidad. I was even telling somebody,
Yeah.
but sometime she in Trinidad.
Yeah. Every time I talk, Nikki be like, "Oh, no, you're in Trinidad." Nikki, I know in Trinidad. I don't know. I remember I used to be like going a lot, right? And you
Yeah,
always see me on the radio home or hear me on
yeah,
the
yeah,
radio
yeah.
home
That's
or
what it
on
is.
TV6 or something. So you always thinking I'm in Trinidad.
That's what it is. Not forgetting that where you live is like a few hours away.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny now? Is what's funny is when I hitting you up and I hitting you up maybe when you dead asleep.
Listen to me. This is why my phone is being do not disturb.
Oh my
Because yeah, people whereas I have friends in like Italy and Greece and
God. Yeah.
Germany and stuff like that. And I will set my world clocks on my phone so I
Ah,
know what time to message them. People don't do that
okay.
with me. They just message.
I don't. That's a good thing because I will
Yeah.
message my brother and my brother will be like, Nicole, everything okay? You know, it's three
Yeah.
hours difference.
Yeah.
I, Gil, sometimes I just be so oblivious. I'll be like, Nicole, get it together.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then they will always ask you, what time is it over there? I'll be like, how much time? I have to tell you this.
I Oh, because you see, the thing is, I don't think you've ever told me about time.
Mm-hmm.
Is more so, well, probably once or so when you told
Yeah.
me where you are.
Yeah.
But it's more so of being busy or doing something, not
Yes.
the time.
Yes.
So, Gil,
Yeah.
it's today. I thinking, I say, oh, Shams, I'm messaging this girl and it's nighttime and it's this and it's as
Yeah, that's okay because I don't like one. I do not like to be woken up on my sleep. Like if people call me late, I be like
yeah,
thinking, okay, who died? What's going on? Like
yeah.
there's not just a
Same
thing
thing
like that.
here. Same
But
thing.
when I get up, I tell people I'm like, message me, yeah, sure, message me anytime. When I
Yeah.
get up and I'm not a morning person, so I do not check my phone until after like
Till after when? 9 at night?
9 a.m. No.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm like real because I'm always rushing, right? So
yeah.
I don't have time to check. Like, so if it's like my mom or
Mm.
something, then yeah, like yeah, I'd answer mommy. But I'm like, okay, when I get to work, I'll be up by then. Like, shower everything, but I still feeling sleepy on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I'm a night person. Like my brain starts working at night. Yeah,
Mm.
all the ideas.
Nice, nice. At least you have a method and you know yourself and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
but I
So
appreciate always, and always like seeing you too. Always like seeing you.
thank you. Thank
Yes.
thank you. I look forward to, whenever we touch base again.
Yeah. And
I
your
always
birthday's
look
coming,
forward
right?
to Huh?
Ain't your birthday coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
guess.
remember.
Yes, it's coming. I
Yeah.
shouldn't even say that again. I should be joyous that life is there and stuff like that.
Yes.
But when you
Yep.
think about age, you look good.
Forget
When you
that.
think about age, I'm like,
My mantra is young heart run free. I
that's me.
don't yeah, forget that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think about it that much, but when it's coming up, I think about it, and then I was like, shit, that
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
it is what it is.
Celebrate. Cheers
Yeah,
to life.
always a
Yes.
celebration. All right,
Yes.
so have a great, well,
Thank
whenever
you.
people look at this, It might probably be like, well, of course, on Saturday and stuff like that. But you
Mm.
do have yourself a joyous Thanksgiving,
You do the
sweet
same. You
things,
do
and
the
so
same.
forth. And
Yes. Don't
everybody
eat too
has,
much. Carnival's around the corner.
oh God, Gil, I know. I should be
Like
running
me,
from all now.
please. You take me as I am. I have nothing at all. I don't- Well, thank you, Nikki, for your time.
No
I appreciate
problem.
you always for spreading my music and dropping it in rooms that I didn't even know were there. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah. Well, they appreciate all the music that I send in and they give their feedback and stuff. So it's a
Yeah.
pleasure to give you that feedback and anything that I could do. I mean, my
Hmm.
platform is there for people who have a story, for
Hmm.
musicians, for entertainers and everyone, my close
Yeah.
friends, people that I know, including you. You know, it's like
Thank you.
it's a pleasure for me to do these things because
Yeah.
the vibe that you give off as well, you know?
Yeah.
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 Bring good vibes to the table talk show, people. Music Rane say so.
Yes.
Rane Blackman say so. Good vibes and good energy with Nikki G.
Good job. Keep it locked to Table Talk Show. It was a pleasure. We always have shows every Saturday. Sometimes we do reruns, but every Saturday at 10 a.m. Keep it locked to Table Talk Show. Also, islandvibe.net. We're going to be doing a special for Christmas. I'll keep you guys locked on that. It's gonna be on the 13th. Everybody is welcome. Rain, you're welcome to pass through if you'd like to.
Thank
If
you.
you wanna if you're not busy and you want to sing to our audience or just come pass through, whatever you want to do, say hello and stuff like that. We open it up to everyone. All right. So keep it
Okay.
locked to Table Talk Show. Make sure and add Rain, go on her YouTube, download her music, share, comment, like. All right.
Thank you. It's a
Table Talk
pleasure.
Show
Bye,
with Nikki G, the
everyone.
voice.
One jump is not enough. I'm starting my detox. This wine make me heal up. I need a moment to soak it in. I love how I feel now. Getting all I deserve. But it's free and it's sweeter. I need a moment to soak it in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No long talk. We there. We there. Make it rain. Listen, I want my money's worth. I'll whine till my knees hurt. The vibes in here sweet for so. All now I can't reach home. You know that we built for this. Fetishism with genetics. Dance ram cram must find place to fit. There's a special invite to my party. Sweetness inside of my party.
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G, the voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes. Looking for the hottest Caribbean vibes? Tune in to Island Vibe Philly Caribbean Station. Non-stop compa. Soca.
She said never again,
Reggae and Afrobeat.
24 hours a day.
Live talk shows, the latest news from Soca to Soca blog, exclusive merch, and the perfect place to advertise your business. Download the Island Vibe radio app now.
On Google Play or the Apple App Store.
Feel the rhythm, catch the vibe.
And vibe with the best.
Island Vibe Philly Caribbean Station, where the Caribbean lives.